They're all in, ready to go. There they go, gates open, they're off and racing immediately. Hunted out was Castledale, but it's dropped back now. And it's a four-way go up front initially here, but Diamond Cut will show the way now from Valois into second, then Diamond Flush against the inside. Over the outside, all but three wide then as they work through is Let Me Think, and a length back then the Castledale Colt. They've got 420 metres to travel here. They're about to swing into the straight, and Diamond Cut is just the leader now from Valois against the inside. Three out then, Let Me Think is starting to appear, so through and behind them is Diamond Flush, and they're followed by Castledale. Let Me Think has found the front here from Diamond Cut running second. Valois back on the inside, Diamond Flush out a little wider. Getting down to it, these two, Let Me Think and Diamond Cut. Let Me Think on the outside, Let Me Think and Diamond Cut, and there's very little in that. It's a nose, and followed through then by either Diamond Flush, and then Valois, and the last of all, the Castledale Colt. That's very close in the end. They're ready to go. They're off and racing. The postbone mare missed the kick by a big margin. Up front though, Speed on, Max's Star. And going with it there is Broken Belt, and they match motors initially. In behind them then is the Don Eduardo. Alongside of it, Hell of a Bell, and trying to catch up after a bad beginning was the postbone mare, and she's doing so. But up front, it's a two-horse go here, and on the inside, Broken Belt from Max's Star on the outside, and camped on him then is the Don Eduardo 50-50 Gelling. 3 lengths off them, but making some headway, the postbone, and further back then to Hell of a Bell. Racing their way through the straight now, against the inside and fighting on now. And out in the centre though, it's Don Eduardo who's found the front here. Don Eduardo from Broken Belt. Max's Star in the centre looks to be travelling okay, but out deep here, Don Eduardo from Max's Star. Don Eduardo beats second over as they've hit the line. It's either Max's Star or alongside it as they went to the line there, Broken Belt. Maybe Broken Belt from Max's Star, pretty close all the same. They were followed then by the postponed and Hell of a Bell. Heat 8, they're ready and racing in fact now from the 1,000 metres. Good enough beginning by Darcy Brahma and Speed on 2 from Duke's Princess, and they're going to be the first two. Out a little wider then is Red Giant as they're inside the 800 metres. They're followed back then by Outspoken. Up alongside Outspoken immediately is Guillotine, and a length back then to Such a Palaver. They wend their way across the top now, and Red Giant to the 600 metres, an hour advantage from Duke's Princess, and separating them Darcy Brahma. Just in behind them then, right on their toe was Any Suggestion. Back 2 lengths off them now is Outspoken, and the last of all is Such a Palaver. Heads for home, and first in's going to be Darcy Brahma in the centre. And wheeling with it there too was coming after them here on the outside now, or through the centre, Guillotine in fact. And Duke's Princess is fighting on. Here's a run from Outspoken out deep. Darcy Brahma in the centre from Outspoken, followed then by Guillotine. Darcy Brahma kept up to its work, but Outspoken starting to sprint at the right time, and she'll win. Outspoken beats Darcy Brahma. They've gapped the others, headed by Guillotine. Then came Such a Palaver, Duke's Princess and Red Giant. Pintire, Saccone, Shannon Doyle for Iloni Kelly. They're ready to go. Alamosa off the inside. Minstrel Court, there they go. They race from the 1,000 metres now. Saccone just a bit awkwardly away and drops back by a couple. Minstrel Court, Cull will find the front here from Tavistock on the outside. Settling in third is Pintire in the run to the 800 metres. They're followed by Alamosa and then Hank Moody back on the inside. And 4 lengths away now to Saccone, and starting to make up that lost ground initially. Over here to the 600 metres they go, and Tavistock is out a little deep, and with it there too is Pintire. Against the inside, the Minstrel Court Colt. They're followed then by Alamosa, and coming between them was Hank Moody. It shot through a gap there, and they're about 4 and 5 wide here. They fan across the track as they enter the straight. Pintire out pretty deep, and going with it there too is Tavistock, even wide as Saccone. They're followed by Hank Moody and Alamosa further back then to Minstrel Court. The Pintire's in charge. Saccone's trying to bridge the gap further back and behind them the Tavistock, but Pintire, he's got to gallop away to this by 3 lengths, if not 4. Pintire has beaten Saccone, third across Tavistock, followed by Alamosa, Hank Moody and the Minstrel Court Colt. The filly ready to go. Fighter Class off the inside. Push button off and racing now. Brunhilde just back a little at the get-go with Aldebaran Star, but recovering quite smartly. Gold Lane is the first to show and led by a length and a half here early from Supersede. Over on the outside then as they work their way through was Aldebaran Star, and just ahead of it now was Takeoff. Aldebaran Star in a clear racing fourth. They're followed by Brute alongside of it Brunhilde, and 3 lengths away then to Fighter Class. At the 500 point down, the leader is Gold Lane. Supersede is running second, being pressured then by around the outside Aldebaran Star, and Takeoff obscured. Back and behind them Brunhilde, 2 lengths away on the fence then is Brute, and 3 lengths last as they enter the straight is Fighter Class. Short way home Gold Lane in command now from Supersede. Over on the outside then wide was Aldebaran Star with Takeoff just on the inside of it. Gold Lane halfway through as the leader now. Coming after it wide out was Aldebaran Star and Supersede separating them now, but Gold Lane's holding to Supersede, and Gold Lane beats Supersede. Aldebaran Star third, Brunhilde 4. Next over Takeoff, Brute and Fighter Class.